And from you see me come and come into your box, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
I told you this before, and I told you not to let it happen again. And I've been talking to you concerning this whole thing. But what I'm going to say to you now, and you know, I literally don't speak unless the Holy Spirit has commanded me to speak. What I'm going to say to you now, I'm going to say to you, cease.
Yeah.
As the Holy Spirit has commanded me to talk to you and tell you to cease now. I've talked to you about this before everything. I've talked to you and you said this is how you plan on doing it. Well, literally, it didn't went the way you planned it, which I actually spoke to you concerning this. But what I'm going to tell you now, cease, stop. Stop. I know that's the only way you can vent, but venting and creating more problem upon problem, it's not the way. It's not the way. Because now, and God is upset with you. God is upset. Because the way God were expecting you to deal with the situation, that's not how it dealt with. It's time for you to get in the presence of God and allow God to move in your life. Whatever the enemy is planning and doing against your life, you are allowing the enemy to get the opportunity to do it. And today I am telling you, Sister Rochelle, cease, stop. Stop.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay.
Stop.
Sin.
Stop. Because you're right now at this moment, you're doing more harm than good to yourself right now.
Say, Prophet attack.
You're doing more harm to yourself than good right now. I need you to stop. Seek God. I need you to seek God concerning this whole thing. Seek God. Because God will use the greatest weapon that form against you to be your greatest blessing. But yet still the enemy will use your greatest blessing to form and become your greatest weapon. And if everything is in your favor, and then you literally let everything from out of your favor and out of your hand, then this is where it's going to become an extra warfare for you. Stop. You know, whenever you're having a problem, you can call Pastor. Call her. If a somebody case, call her, vent to her. Let it out to God then. If a somebody case, if you don't want to call nobody, let it out to God. Bawl to God. You can pray. You know how to pray. Pray. coming on the media and speaking things that these people that's supposed to even know. Sometimes I want you to lack something in your belly. Not everything these people supposed to know on the media. Not everything these people supposed to be hearing from you. Some of these things, allow them to go and do them background check or whatever they want to do. But you don't go ahead and push out the information.
Zai.
Allow the enemy to go do their work. You don't help the enemy. Don't let the enemy job easier. Allow them to work for their position. Don't let the enemy job become easier than yours.
Yeah.
And you have been going through more than this and you have overcome. So why you think that you can't? You have to remember there is so many person that is out there looking up to you. They probably don't tell you, but they're looking up to you. They're looking up to you. They probably don't tell you nothing at all, but they're looking up to you. They respect you. There's so many of them you allow to make them change. Even if very enemies look up to you, you cannot allow your enemies to be sorry. Even though they're your enemies, you cannot allow them to become sorry. You are stronger than this. You are stronger than this. You cannot allow whatever the enemy wants to be given unto them. Because that's all they want. For you to come lash out so that they can do so many things. So many screen recording and sending all over the place. If you come and start talking about God, they will not do any screen record and send it over. But let it be mixed up. You cannot give the enemy what they want. You cannot do that. And as a child of God, you need to set that example as a child of God. I told you before, that don't let this happen for me to have to come and speak to you. I've been running from this for how long? Ask Pastor, I've been running from this for how long? Remember, you have to set example. Remember, you are representing a church. And if you go out and you carry on a certain way, the respect of the church or the value of the church is not going to be there. Because a lot of persons are going to say, but Walande, so Sister Rochelle can't come and do anything. Rochelle can't come and say anything upon the life. Rochelle can't cuss. Rochelle can't do this. You have to remember that you are an ambassador for Christ. You're not just a church goer, but you're an ambassador for Christ. You're representing God. You're representing warriors overcome battles. You have to remember that. You can't allow every single thing that the people them say. Not because as them say, you run to that. Leave it alone. Allow your enemies to speak. That's how you know that you're important. If your enemies don't speak, that means you're not important. You're not important if your enemy don't speak. You have to get up. You have to rise up now. For too long this has been going on. You have to rise up. Get up out of it. Get up out of it. Whosoever want to say whatever they want to say, that's their business. You are doing something that pleasing unto God.
You know why I'm taking serious.
Tell them to add way. Tell them add